What is up, guys? It's DoubleWinning, and today we've got a little normals game with Rengar. It's been a little bit since I put out a Rengar gameplay, and today this gameplay is actually with a fellow YouTuber, GEN DOUKESHI. I'll have his link in the description. You guys can go check out his channel. He posts a lot of gameplays. He's got guides and he plays a few other games as well. He's a pretty cool guy, and he's way more active than I am, so if you need your League of Legends fix, he's definitely the channel you want to follow. He's playing Katarina mid. I've got Rengar up top. It's actually a mirror match, his Katarina versus their Katarina, which I thought was pretty cool. Both our teams here have some pretty interesting supports. We've got a support Malphite rocking up against a support Gragas, so I definitely didn't see that coming. But you know, as I've said in my Rengar guide before, you want to start with your E and just try and harass. You want to try and build up at least 4 stacks right before you're getting at level 2. Vlad's doing a pretty good job here of harassing. The rune page I was using was actually my Wukang's page, which has cooldown reduction as opposed to magic resist, which I had to make an executive decision there, which I probably wouldn't agree with if I redid this match, just because they have a lot of magic damage and it ends up coming to bite me in the ass later, because I definitely could have used the extra magic resist. But you'll see on my first back there, I bought a red pot to start and I was able to get a pretty easy first blood just because Rengar is pretty stupid, level 1, level 2, and a lot of people don't expect the damage. Even though Vlad started Doran Shield, I was still able to get the sweet Rengar D on him. And something that Vlad does a lot is he'll pool a lot when he's actually going to take less damage if he just like takes the hit or whatever. But on my first back, I bought myself a longsword and a no magic mantle. The idea was that I could get an early hex drinker and then basically shut down any chance this Vlad had, except for through a few poor gameplay mistakes, actually give Vlad a chance to come back into this lane, and then he takes that chance. So you'll see that here in a little bit. I do have a pretty good CS lead on him, and something I do this game quite a lot is I just laugh in their faces, because it's something I really enjoy doing as Rengar, just because he has such a simple laugh. You just like, and so I'm just trying to make sure I build up my ferocity here. If you're trying to kind of survive in the lane, you can just do what I'm doing right here. Just kind of last hit by hitting creeps, and then keep using your ferocity to build up more stacks. And then when you hit the ferocity W, you actually get a heal. And so right here, Gen had called missing, but I was really greedy because I wanted to get enough gold there. I ended up just getting popped, and so that is a dead cat. And so I'll not cat like Katarina, but dead cat is in the Rango Dango Bango. Gragas ends up pulling up a double kill. Making anything I ever said about Gragas support, which is nothing because Gragas support, come on guys, like when have I ever talked about Gragas support? But our Katarina, our little fame YouTuber there, ends up getting a nice solo kill on the Katarina he was going against, proving that he is the better Katarina. But you can see their builds are actually different. They have a little bit of a difference. I don't remember the word I was looking for there, but their Katarina decides to go for, I'll watch this. Oh, I'm coming in for the stealth. I went into the other bush because I knew he had warded, and then boom, boom, double Q. Put the ignite on. Probably going to have to do what I had to do last time, which is flash, auto, throw the bola, get myself another kill. So it's funny that like both the kills I've gotten on him have been from me flashing in and throwing a bola. I don't know. But Katarina comes in, she activates the ulti, my Hex Drinker pops. She's like, I really don't think I'm going to let you get away. She flashes in. She's chasing after me. Here it comes. Oh, damn. So even with, maybe if I would have had magic resist in my runes, I would have been able to survive that. But unfortunately, I was not able to survive. So I end up going 2-2. But I get myself a Negatron Cloak, which I'm eventually going to build into Spirit Visage because that item is so good. And then, what's-his-face, Vladimir ends up buying a Pink Ward and placing it in the middle of the lane, which I can see, but I can just play around it. It's not really that big of a deal. I go in, activate my combo on him. Fiddlesticks is really, really wanting this. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I activate the ult. They're not going to be able to see me, even with that pink ward, if I'm in the bush. So I was just like, okay. I ulted out, and then I was like, well, I mean, I guess I could go back, or, well, no, I'll just slap a ward in this bush and then just kind of hang out for a little bit. And so I have my W to give myself a really sweet heal. So I use the W. I get myself, I think it's healing. Yeah, it's healing 200 health right now, which is pretty damn good. So I just use my W on the creeps and get myself a nice heal. Because Vlad is still a strong laner. Like, never underestimate Vlad, even if you've crushed him in the beginning. Just because with his range and his high base damage from his skills and the sustain he's got, he's a really good laner. Like, you can't really shut down a Vlad that hard unless you like literally just like consistently engage on him, which someone like Rengar can't do as easily. You would have to be someone more like J4. And so right here, I was a little worried. Because I get hit with the Vlad ult, so I'm definitely not going to go back in because I'll just end up taking a bunch of damage and dying. But Jax, I don't know why I wasn't showing that, but Jax just basically goes in and suicides there, so that was too bad. Let's see here. God, I can't really pull off the screen. For some reason, a low replay, it doesn't allow me to like scroll the screen with my mouse because I have a second monitor, which, I don't know, whatever. So right here, I'm a little greedy there, just because I'm trying to farm the wave, but then I realized, no, I've made this mistake before. I'm just going to back and take the creep disadvantage. And Kate ends up getting a double kill. So right now, their bot lane is doing work. Like, they've got a triple Doran's Gragas with a Cage's Lucky Pick who just picked up a pair of Sorcerer's Boots. Well, I guess it's just one, but let's be real here. You buy two. It's a buy one, get one free kind of deal when you buy boots. So I decided to ult in, and then Gen's like, I think he's baiting us into Katarina. And I was like, is he baiting us, or are we baiting her? And so I jump on, and I actually blow her up before Gen can even get there, which I felt kind of bad about, but I didn't know if she had her flash up, so I thought maybe she could just flash over the wall. She didn't have it up. Did she have a ward? No, so she wasn't going to get away. So that was probably a bad call on my part, but, you know, as a Rengar, you just want to kill stuff. You know, you're just like, I have a chance to kill something, and so you just kind of take it. So we decided to get some deeps on this tower and take that tower. And then I was like, alright, well, let's go put a ward here. Laugh at Vlad a little bit. He freaks out. And Fiddle, I thought he was going to ult over the wall, so I was like, okay, I'll just go around. And then we end up getting ourselves a free kill on Fiddle because he got real penisy. And so we ended up just blowing him up. I go over to these little golems, decide to farm them up because I'm trying to get myself a Spirit Visage because while I could use some more damage, which I might actually get a Brutalizer. I don't remember which one I go for first. Oh, so I go for the Bone Tooth. I think I go Bone Tooth, Brutalizer, and then I go to the Spirit Visage because I needed some more damage. Because Tank Rengar is okay, but definitely want to be able to blow up this Caitlyn, because she is 505, and so we need to be able to remove the primary damage threat. So Fiddlesticks ultimates in, and I'm like, Caitlyn, what's up? And so Rengar is really, really strong when it comes to taking out carry. So I have to flash in to get the kill, and they're chasing me down. And I'm like, Mama, no, please, please don't kill me. So I run into the bush to buy myself a little bit more time, and then they actually back off. I'm like, all right. So I build myself up some ferocity so I can have my heal, and then I'm like, oh, I got you, buddy. I got you. I'm running in. Gotcha. So then I get myself a kill on Vlad, but then Katarina's just like, well, for that, I'm just going to go ahead and pop you. Get myself a nice little 432 gold bounty, and then I'm going to laugh at you. And I was like, balls, that sucks. But whatever, I've got 69 farms, so, you know, all worth. Good time to die, I would say. No, I'm just kidding. But you see there, I got my Brutalizer. I'm going to be getting the Spirit Visage as well, which is going to give me like 33 or 34% cooldown reduction, which as a cooldown reliant champ that builds up stacks based on when you use your cooldowns, cooldown reduction is very, very good, as you guys already know that. That's why in my guide you'll see that I recommend going Brutalizer into Kindle Gem. Of course, the exception here was I needed some magic resist, so I went that first. So I'm running past this Gragas because I don't care about this Gragas, and I'm like, what's up, Caitlyn? Let me see if I can burst you. And then I mess up my combo, but I'm still doing enough damage that I'm able to kill him. But at this point, I'm just like, oh, wait, never mind, I'm not dead because this Gragas throws the next level barrels. But then somehow we end up losing that fight. Well, it's a 2 for 2, so it's not too bad. And then we just kind of keep fighting there. So we end up trading their Kate and their Fiddle for our Cat and our Jax. So it was pretty even. Like, it was the strongest person on each team and the jungler for the strongest person on. You guys know what I'm saying, but we're really, really weak here. So I'm trying to build up Ferocity. I actually missed my Q there, so I wasn't able to get an empowered Q. and then I kind of baited the Malphite into dying. So I felt pretty bad there because that was 100% my fault. I think he thought I was going to die, which maybe I would have died. So he went in and died for my sins, but it's too bad. I get myself a Kindle Gem here, building toward my my Spirit Visage. Of course, I finished the Kindle Gem before I finished the Spectre's Cowl, just because cooldown reduction is so good on Rengar. So, let's see if I can take a look at my stats here. I always forget what the button is to look at the stats. Well, either way, I have 10% cooldown reduction from that, 10% cooldown reduction from that. Then I've got some cooldown reduction in my mastery. So right now I probably have 23%. And then when I finish my Spirit Visage, it'll give me an extra 10%, which will bring my cooldown reduction up to 33, 34, whatever percent. And so we go in on Gragas and delete him, basically. I'm sorry that I couldn't even slow that down, but he thought he would be able to jump over the wall, but I hit him with the Empowered Bull, I believe. Or maybe he just died so quick he couldn't jump over, which that is also very possible. So just give me 1 second here. I'll take a drink. I don't know if you guys have ever had to like just talk and talk and talk, but definitely gets a little tiring on the old throat. That's what she said. But if you look at the score right now, it's actually 31.6 thousand to 30 whatever. 30, so 31.5 to about 30,000. So they're actually ahead right now, and they actually have a pretty good separation of gold. You know, all of their champions have a pretty good damage threat. While like our Maokai doesn't have a damage threat, our Kog'Maw isn't a damage threat right now because he got shut down in lane, has no CS, and has a Bloodthirster. And then our Jax doesn't even have an item finished yet, so he isn't a damage threat. So it's basically coming down to me and Katarina, which is fine because we're about to lay down the deeps there. I messed up my combo there. What I should have done is probably Bola Vlad and then used my normal skills on Gragas to kill him, because it would have bought me enough time to close the gap on Vlad and probably kill him as well. Jax is split pushing bot, and we were like, Jax, please no, this Katarina's going to kill you. And then he was like, don't worry, I'm the hero this city deserves. And let's just see how that fight turns out here real quick. That's not how I remember that fight going at all. I definitely thought they actually fought, but whatever. Disregard everything I said. That Jax is the hero the city deserved. I was just a little negative Nancy who has forgetful memory, I guess. But I'm laughing at him. I'm giving the old Rengar laugh here. It's really funny because I laugh at them so much in this game in situations where I could probably get caught out if I got really unlucky. It looked like the barrel critical hit me there, but Gen gets caught out there a little bit, then I get caught out there a little bit, except for I'm Rengar, so I'm just going to stealth away. I'm just going to I'm so fast. And then they actually flashed for me, and I was like, whatever, kiddos. And so I actually have my Spirit Visage now, so I have the 33% cooldown reduction, as well as when I get enough Bone Tooth stacks, it's actually going to give me another 5% cooldown reduction, which I forgot about. So it's going to pretty much bring me to max with the 38, 39%. Plus the Spirit Visage, with my W healing me for 300 health right now, which is actually going to go up, I believe. It goes up with your level. It's going to heal me for an extra 20%. Yes. So it's healing me for 360, so that extra 20% is really, really nice, as well as the cooldown reduction inadvertently allowing me to use more cooldowns and therefore get more heals. It just brings my sustain up hella good. And plus, it has like freaking 20 health regen plus, you know, whatever, so an extra, I guess, 24 health regen plus whatever your health regen already was. So Spirit Visage is just so broke right now. Like, it's so good. I could definitely see it getting a nerf very soon, especially like when it's good enough to build on champions that aren't even like healing champions. Then you know an item is a little, like, you know that it's a little too strong. Like, it used to be like super good on like Mundo and like, I don't know, people with heals, but now it's like you can build it on anyone, and it's good because it's got such good stats on it. So I'm going in to kill this Caitlyn, and she's like, oh, there's no way you can kill me, and then I was like, oh, damn, you're right, and then I kind of get caught out here. I take some tower shots, I take the Gragas ultimate, I take an ignite, I'm running out here, they end up picking up the Caitlyn and the Gragas, Vladimir's going ham, and I'm like, no, Gragas, I'm going to kill you, and then I'm like, your name wasn't Gragas, it's definitely Vladimir, and he's like, yeah, so I'm going to die to Kog'Maw's passive after Katarina just killed all of you. Meanwhile, though, after that little 3v5 there, because Malphite wasn't there, I don't believe, Jax is pushing down the bot tower, and so we're like, alright, Jax, you done okay considering, you know, I totally fought without the team there, which is fine, because we end up getting a tower for it. And I think that's fire the worth cannons, yeah. Looks like their Katarina goes legendary, killing our Jax, which is kind of unfortunate there, but I mean, let's be real, our Jax isn't worth that much gold. He's got a Blade of the Rune King and boots 5. Oh, and don't forget the Hunter's Machete. So I'm slapping him with the old laugh taunt, and then I'm like, ha, 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 who's laughing now? I cornered you with my team. You thought I was laughing for no reason? No, ultimate laugh taunt, like ultimate laugh taunt bait right there. So I was laughing with Gen about that. I was just like, the whole game, I'm playing for late game. You just laugh at him all game, and then when you finally have a plan set up, you laugh at him, and they're like, oh, everything's totally okay. He always laughs when he has nothing up his sleeve, and then bam, you rip off the sleeves, and your team's right on your back, and you help him out. I try and pop that ward there with my auto Q. Maybe the attack speed would give me enough for the 3rd hit, but it wasn't quite enough. Their Katarina ends up killing our Katarina, which is too bad. I mean, to be fair, she has like way more gold than our Katarina, I believe. Let's see. Actually, our Katarina has more gold than their Katarina. That's pretty funny, considering I guess Gen has like 40 more CS, plus maybe we have better objectives. But Fiddle hits ult of a lifetime. Zhonya's in, has to flash out, and so we're just like okay, and so we're just kind of holding this off while we wait for Jax to come back after he was pushing bot. And you know, the game is still pretty even. We only have 1,000 gold lead right now because we have 1 tower on them. But they have 4 kills on us, as well as the farming. You know, our jungler has way more farm than their jungler. Our mid lane has a lot more farm than their mid lane. Their AD carry, however, has double our AD carry's farm. And then me and the 2 top laners are even as of this CS right here. So it's a pretty even game, which I think was pretty cool for a 30-minute game staying even. I'm jumping around, jumping from bush to bush. I tried to pop Katarina's Guardian Angel, but I could not, so I ultimate in. I'm like, alright, I'm going to pop it. Yeah! And then she actually lives for a lot longer than I thought, so I end up taking a little bit of damage there. And then Gen is going to come in here, clean up the Katarina, slap out the old W's, the steals or whatever, I don't know what they're called. But then the Vlad ult is going to pop her, and that's too bad, because he was a valiant soldier, and he died in the heart of combat after Caitlyn was trying to ult, and we were like, there's really no way you're going to hit, but then Vlad ult was like, I'm a scumbag. So we decided to go and do Baron. I basically take no damage from Baron. I'm pretty sure I heal off this Baron almost, just because with my cooldown reduction and my Spirit Visage, I'm going to heal so much, as well as Maokai's ultimate reducing damage done in the ultimate AoE. I don't even know if that works on Baron, but if it does, whatever. Man, I remember when you could just stack health and build Spirit Visage on Rengar, and it healed like 15% plus 20% because of Spirit Visage. So you'd have like a Warmogs, a Frozen Mallet, and you would just be like, W heal, and it'd be like 600. It was just like the stupidest thing because it'd be on like, you know, you just need 2 rotations, so it'd take like 15 seconds. So it'd be like 600 health per 15 seconds. So it'd be like 2,400 per minute. So there's like no way you can knock him out of lane. That was when Tank Rengar was just broken, because you would have like Warmogs, Frozen Mallet, and like Sunfire Cape and Spirit Visage, and you just be like, what you gonna do? And then you have like a GA. So like, you don't even need damage because you're just unkillable, and you'd be the ultimate split pusher. And his Q already makes it taking down towers super good. We are actually getting toward the end of the game here. I think this game's like 35 minutes or something like that. So I would just like to encourage you guys, if you enjoyed this gameplay, to be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. Definitely go check out the channel I've got in the description. Gen Does Games. He posts a lot of gameplays. They're live gameplays. He's a pretty entertaining guy. He's got some informative guides and stuff like that. He's a nice guy. You know, he contacted me. He wanted to play with me, and then we played 2 games together. I've got a game up there where he's playing Gentleman Cho'Gath, and I'm playing Fizz. I know how much you guys like Fizz gameplays, so you can definitely check that out and see how well we do. Yeah, as always, guys, stay classy and keep winning. I really do appreciate all the support. And you know, I've got some guide videos coming up, how to get out of Yellow Hell. I think you guys will enjoy those. So I'll see you guys later.